Why you need to slow down to level up. Today I want to talk to you about something that almost no one talks about, but it affects you every single day. The power of rest. Not just sleeping, not just taking a break, but real rest, both physically and mentally. Because let's be real, you're tired of pushing, of doing, of constantly trying to be on the top of everything. And maybe you don't even realize it, just how much that exhaustion is controlling your life. Let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed that when you're mentally and physically drained, the smallest things get under your skin? Someone says something that wouldn't normally bother you, and suddenly you feel triggered. You catch yourself snapping at people, reacting emotionally instead of thinking through. You start making decisions you know aren't good for you, but in the moment, they feel easier than fighting against the exhaustion. Now you might be thinking, why? Because when your body and mind are constantly in a state of stress, you lose control. You start reacting instead of choosing. You start settling instead of deciding what's best for you. You start saying yes to things you don't even want, just because the idea of stopping to think feels like too much. And that is dangerous, because when you live in a state of mental and physical exhaustion, you start making decisions that don't even serve you. You rush, you overthink, you overcommit, you ignore your own needs just because you're trying to keep up. You're trying so hard. Why you feel rushed all the time? Let's talk about feeling rushed. That pressure, that urgency. You know that one. That feeling that you always need to act right, otherwise you miss your chance. That feeling that if you don't say yes, that opportunity will not come back again. But let me tell you something. That urgency isn't real. It's your exhaustion talking. Because when you're mentally drained, you lose the ability to pause and process. Think about it. When you're tired, do you take the time to fully think before you answer? Or do you just go with whatever seems easy in that moment? When you don't give yourself space to rest, your mind doesn't hold thoughts long enough. So, if you're not well rested, your mind doesn't have the space it needs to hold the thoughts, to think through, to process. That means you're giving up the ability for you to choose and make your own decisions, the ones who serve you. But instead now you're allowing things to just happen, because now you've been used to just accepting what is easiest in the moment, not realizing that you're putting yourself in a negative cycle that always puts you in a feeling of rush. So how to start treating yourself better? True rest. Let's talk about it. How can you start shifting this? How do you go from constantly reacting, rushing, and stressing to choosing, pausing, and moving with confidence? The answer isn't doing more. No. It's allowing yourself to rest. It's allowing your mind to get clear. Here's what I'll tell you. Or let's say what I would suggest to you. Physical rest, taking care of your body. If you're always tired, always drained, always running, you're not operating in your highest level. Start optimizing real rest. That means quality sleep, hydration, movement, and actually listening to your body when it tells you, I am tired. Take that phone and put it off when you know your eyes are telling you they're tired. Put your legs up when you know they're telling you they're tired.